Kia ora, welcome to Angry Dad. Why are the All Blacks going to win the Rugby World Cup? Well, here's some reasons why. They've got experience, they've got fresh legs, they're used to playing in the wet, they've learnt from the England game how to attack South Africa, they've got a secret line-out weapon, they've got the world's #1 ref helping them out with the scrums and the turnover ball. I think there's secret injuries to the South African lineup that they're not talking about. Labok. And if South Africa lose their hooker over the racial slur scandal, the box will be without a specialist hooker. Not sure if you want to go up against the ABs without a specialist hooker. And the scrum is one of the South Africans' attacking weapons. They even take a scrum from marking the ball. Who does that? Just the South Africans. Stay tuned. Ciao. Alright, let's get real. That was a little bit of a tease, really. The Springboks played amazingly well to come back against England the other day. It was 10-man rugby, but yeah, they paced themselves really well. Their subs came on and did a job. You'd have to say the bomb squad did their job, and that'll happen again against the All Blacks. What are the All Blacks going to do to combat that? Well, they do have maybe potentially Sam Whitelock and Dane Coles coming off the bench. That's the old, I'm calling it New Zealand's dad's army. If New Zealand's dad's army comes off the bench, Anton Leonard-Brown will be in there too. They might be able to combat the bomb squad. We'll have to wait and see. Pollard's kicks, and Andre Pollard being able to kick the ball from 50 metres means the All Blacks will have to watch out with all their penalties that they give away at rucks and silly fouls that they give away. Barrett. The one thing that's going for the All Blacks, I think, is this will be the third big game in a row for South Africa. It was a massive game against France. It was a massive game against England. Will they have the legs for the last 20 minutes? We know they've got the bomb squad, and this might be exactly where the bomb squad comes into its own. Replace the whole forward pack, 7-1 split, and maybe you can combat all the fatigue that'll be in the South Africans' legs. Wayne Barnes, I think Wayne Barnes will be a factor. He seems to be the world's #1 ref, so I would love to see him have a great game. He's not shy off the cards. He carded New Zealand twice against Ireland and gave them a penalty try. So even though I say Wayne Barnes is great for the All Blacks, well, they'll have to watch themselves. ABs, I'd like to say they have fresher legs. They've been written off. They must be feeling on a bit of a wave of joy after being written off, destroyed by the French. They were wasted by the French. Now they've built and built and built. Every game they've got slightly better. They've got a big squad to choose from. They've got 30 players that are all fit and well. Do they use Roygaard? Do they stay with the tried and true Christie and Smith? When do they use DMAC? Do they bring Lester Whānuku back to combat some of the physicality of the Springboks? I don't know. We'll find out soon. It's going to be an amazing game. It's a clash of two styles, I feel. South Africa plays to its strengths, which is a massive forward pack, and New Zealand try to move bigger teams around and get around them, kicking over the top, kicking to the wings. If there's one learning that the All Blacks can do in the wet is to kick to the South African wings and hope to get there ahead of them. Have an aerial game, try to get up and above the shorter South African wings, get some turnover ball there, and suck their forwards in, make them tired, and see if they can get around the ends. I think that is about it. Let me know what you think. Definitely had a bit of clickbait there saying that the All Blacks were going to win. I don't know who's going to win, and to be honest, I just hope it's another great game. There's more important things in the world to worry about than who's going to win a World Cup when you think of what's happening all over the world. My verdict, I'm just going to put it out there, being an All Blacks fan. If the ABs can keep their 15 players on the field, and that's a big if because we've been carded in just about every game of the tournament, if they can maintain their discipline, learn from what the English did to the Springboks, use the experienced players, I think the All Blacks will win by 10 points. I know, it's a big call. But if we go back to being silly, Pollard kicks us off the park, we get a couple of cards. I think the Springboks will win. They'll win by 10 points. So that's it. Hope both teams have an amazing game, and we look forward to a Old Firm derby, Springboks versus ABs. Haven't had one of those since 1995.
Stransky back in the pocket, has the chance to drop the goal. Back it comes to Stransky. Up goes the kick. Up goes the walls. Stransky has kept his head.
Way to end the World Cup for New Zealand. Great way to end the World Cup for the Rainbow Nation. Best of luck to both teams, and may the best team win.